Hello, I am Mudita, and welcome back to Satisfactory. This is episode 6 of the load balance playthrough, and today I'm going to tackle rotors. I have almost all the alternate recipes available to me. I'm going to utilize cast iron screws. This is a great alternate recipe that cuts out iron rods from the production chain. As much as I would love to make 60 a minute to fill a Mark I belt, like I have for most of the other parts so far, that would be much more than I need and would consume a lot more power than I want. 8 per minute will still be more than enough for the playthrough, and that's what I'm going to make. I'm going to be using this spot right here. As you can see, this is going to be a relatively simple factory to make. It only requires 90 iron ore, so that's only 3 smelters. And then we'll use 50 of the iron ingots for the cast screws, and the remaining 40 ingots will go for the iron rods. We will then combine those in 2 assemblers to make our 8 rotors per minute. All in all, this should be a pretty quick and simple factory to make. Let me go through the blueprints real quick. So like all of the others, we'll be using our floor miner and just the 6x6 floor. We still don't need to make it that big yet. As far as the machine goes, we'll use our 3 smelters. Nice and load balanced. We'll also use the 3 constructor blueprint along with the 4 constructor blueprint. Last but not least, we will also utilize the 2 assembler blueprint. It's very simple. They basically just need to be, I believe it's kind of hard to see unless you have the block up, so it's 1 meter off from the very center on each side. Will make it so that things can easily split, and then remerge at the back. Real simple. So let me get this tower built, and then we'll work on getting the machines built inside. Now that the tower is done, let's get all the machines placed, and like normal, we'll start with the top and work our way down. Alright, and ta-da! I have the pieces. Okay, so let's go through belting this, because it's actually super simple. So we're making 90, we need a split between 40 and 50, so we're actually just gonna, I think we're just gonna redo all of this, is what's gonna happen here. Okay, so it's actually really easy to accomplish when you're dealing with nice even numbers like this. So we're gonna place a splitter here, and then we are going to grab a merger here and here. So since each one of these is doing 30 a minute, which I guess I should probably set while I'm here. Okay, so 30. So if we split this all 3 ways, that means that $10, $10, and $10, right? So now this one has 40, this one has 50. Real simple. So now we can come up to here, and our 3 constructors are doing iron rods. But let's see, how is this gonna work? So we need, I think this is, yeah, obviously not going to be an even number, so that would probably be fine, but we can probably get this. Let's see, if we just add the numbers, it doesn't add the numbers. Let's see if we can get this a little bit more accurate, or if that's it. So we need to do 40 divided by 3, divided by the normal 15. Multiply that by 100. Yeah, see, we got that extra 3 added on. So we'll just go with that. Alright. So this is also the amount that needs 40, which is this one right here. So what we'll do is we'll just add a floor hole here, and that one's going to be a floor hole there. So grab our Mark 1. It's already the right distance to be a nice, even right angle. And from here we can actually just drag it all the way down. And there's our 50. So now we just need to get those plugged up to the assemblers. Okay, so I think we're gonna switch this up a little bit. So just because we have the opportunity to make it just a little bit different. Okay, so we're gonna put that there. We're gonna put this here and there. We're gonna grab our splitter, and that's gonna go right there. So the reason for that is there really isn't a whole point in merging it, sending it up a floor, and immediately splitting it. I mean, there's also absolutely nothing wrong with doing that. But I realized I could keep this a bit more streamlined. So the reason these are Mark II these are all cast screw, clocked at 100%. So each coming out of these mergers is 100 screws. So those are just going to go straight up and then go into each assembler. Now, our iron rods, however, those will be brought up and then split. And thankfully there's only, I believe, 40. Double check. Yep, 40 iron rods, so Mark 1 is just fine for that. So we've got a real nice, clean setup in my opinion. So I am just going to now, the longest part of this entire process will be getting from here to the storage, because we've gotten a little bit farther away as the nodes are farther and farther. But that's okay, because once it gets there, it'll just be a constant 8 per minute. So let me get that bus built to make sure all of the wiring and everything is correct, and we'll turn it all on. The tower is complete. I'll show you what I did. So I brought the final product down, and I figured might as well show it off. And then we brought it through here, and then it goes on quite the journey near the concrete factory. I obviously could have shortened the trip, brought it in on the same side as most of the other products, but I figured the only thing on this side so far is the concrete, so we'll just bring those over there too. Really doesn't make a huge difference, but all that's left is to turn it on and start the timer. It's that quick and easy. I now have rotors at a rate of 8 per minute heading to my storage with a smart splitter set for the overflow. I am going to call that mission complete. It will take probably 15 minutes for the rotors to get from here to the factory or to the storage. But thankfully, once they start getting there, it'll just be a nice constant rate of 8 per minute, which is most likely way more than I'll ever need, and that's okay. It'll provide me a nice amount of points for a while. So in the next video, I'm going to be making modular frames at the same 8 per minute rate. So look forward to that, and like always, thanks for watching.